Yo, Token Black Book Club. Vibe with me for a little bit. Vibe with me. This is the first episode of the book club, so before we even get into it, get in the comments. If you're already big on reading books, get in the comments one recommendation that you would give to someone, to a random person. One recommendation. Someone might see it, someone might read the book, and it might change somebody's life. All right? But chill with me. Rock with me. Like I said, this is the first episode of the book club. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to get right into it. So just chill. And we going to go, baby. All right? So, first episode of the Token Black Book Club. We're talking about The Power of the Other by Dr. Henry Cloud. And if you ever see a doctor in front of somebody's name, pronounce it, say it. You got to work real hard to get a doctor in front of your name. No matter what it's for, no matter what you had to do, you got to work hard to get that doctor in front of your name. So say it when you see it. But yeah, so I'm in the middle of this book right now. I am just finished chapter 3, about to go into chapter 4. And I'm going to read the front part of this book because it really encompasses a lot of what I've already read. And then I'm going to talk about how I interpret it and some of the things that really stood out to me about this book. So, The Power of the Other, the startling effect, hold on, I got to read it like this. The startling effect other people have on you, from the boardroom to the bedroom and beyond, and what to do about it. It's got some big names on the back. I see Dave Ramsey's name on the back, so Dr. Henry Cloud is really out here when it comes to these books. But the first thing that stood out to me is the word startling. So even in the first 3 chapters, I've kind of been I've been startled by the way that the things that Dr. Henry Cloud is talking about really relate to me. I have been under the impression that, the relationship with people is not going to affect you that much. That it's not going to affect you that much. It's not going to affect your performance. It's not going to affect your mood, that type of thing. So it's startling to see, okay, these relationships are affecting your performance everywhere. These relationships are affecting your performance in life, at your job, in the bedroom, in the boardroom, out in life. These relationships are affecting you. And they can be negative or positive. You might, I might tend to talk about the negative, but negative or positive, it's startling to see or hear. It's startling to read what Dr. Henry Cloud is actually talking about. So, one thing that stood out to me is the fact that and then he says this in the book, that you're always searching for some type of relationship, some type of connection. So he relates it to a phone that's looking for internet, that you're always out looking for some sort of connection. Now, there's going to be somebody that's going to say, no, not me. I don't need connections and I don't need anybody. Listen, I've done this junk twice where I've cut everybody off and I haven't talked to anybody and I had no relationships, and that affected my performance drastically, negatively, drastically affected my performance. And it wasn't until reading this book that I was like, it kind of opened it up for me, because I thought I could be by myself and be straight. But your mind is literally always searching for some sort of connection. So I've done it twice, and it didn't help me at all like I thought it would. I thought I didn't need connections, but you do. So that kind of stood out to me as like, you need connections, you need relationships. You don't have to force connections or relationships to happen, but they are going to affect you. And if you are in control of them, they can affect you positively and be the other side. Better performance in the boardroom, being able to talk to more people, being able to articulate your thoughts and all that. So that's the one thing that stood out to me, right? You know, the big gist of it. Like I said, I'm about to go into chapter 4, and chapter 4 is the 4 corners of connection. And chapter 4 is the 4th part of connection, which I haven't gotten into yet. So I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'll talk about that in the next episode. All right. I've been reading a lot of books, and audiobooks count. Don't try to. Audiobooks count. I've been reading a lot of books, and I'll be giving YouTube a lot of the Token Black Book Club stuff. Everything else will either be on YouTube memberships or Patreon. So for the exclusives. Chapter 4, The Power of the Other. Get in the comment section. Read this if you want to read it. If not, don't. But comment something so we can change somebody's life. All right, Token Black Book Club, episode 1. I rock with y'all super heavy. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. And we out of here, man. Yes, sir.